Hi guys, welcome back to Kit Car Direct and MK Sportscars. The sun's shining and we're outside today. We have, well, Emma here from Complete Kit Car magazine down actually, doing a little article on the RX5 Turbo. As you know, they did it just over about a year ago. They did it on the older version of this, but we've upgraded things quite a bit. So we're down here doing a little photo shoot, having a little test drive in the car. We did a little comparison with what Neil's moving around over there. The standard MX5, we've got an MX5 icon, as you can see there, so we're doing that as well. So we're going to do a little bit of something with that MX5 today, so keep that tuned in and stay tuned on that and you'll see what's coming up. But what else is in this show today? Well, what we got, obviously, hashtag Project Joseph, and we've got the upgrade on the, the update on the Indy Classic with a Fireblade as well. So let's roll those VTs and catch up in a minute. We've just bagged ourselves a Mazda 1.8 Icon. What's the Icon mean?
We've just got the wood pack in it and a 6-speed gearbox.
6-speed gearbox, a limited slip diff.
Yeah.
And the Wolsey, the Wolsey pack.
It's like your finest furniture in here. It's very nice.
But
very nice.
If you want alfresco dining, I don't think you're going to go much cheaper than an MX5, are you not?
No, you're not. Brilliant little car. But other than that, gearbox, brilliant. Brakes, brilliant. Steering, brilliant. You know, wind in the hair, or lack of. Great little car. Great little car. But best thing about them is all the drivetrain, all the running gear. That's what you want. The best bits.
So Mazda claim on this car that it's 138 brake horsepower from stock. I wonder, this is, how old is this one? This is a 2000, isn't it?
2000.
So 21 years old. I imagine a few ponies have escaped from the field between release and now.
Yeah, if it had 138 horses in that field, I reckon, yeah, one or two of them have left the paddock and gone.
Gone and disappeared.
Disappeared.
So it's an 1840cc engine. And it's got, so Mazda claim, 168 Newton meters of torque. But it is 1998 tech, and as I say, a couple of ponies may have left the field between now and then.
Yeah, spruce it up. It's done 80,000 miles, you know, but probably a good service, get adjustments on it, bit of mapping done. You can get all those ponies back, you know, you can feed them back into the field for sure.
So that's with a BP engine.
Yeah, the NB or BP as they call it. So rather than VVT, variable valve, which I think Mazda claim is 150, isn't it?
It's
150.
Yeah, it's a little
about 150. So, which is a nice little number, you know, in a lightweight sports car, a decent number. But, you know, 6-speed box, good for big horsepower if you're ever going up with that. And it is
super smooth. It's silky. It's like a piece of velvet.
Yeah,
it's like a Winchester rifle.
Yeah, It slots through the gears, really clean, gotta say. And I know everybody who's driven it, anybody who's done a review on them, loves the MX5 for its predictability, the way it drives, all of that, you know.
It's just cheap outdoor fun,
Yeah,
isn't it? I mean,
very cheap outdoor fun.
right, let's see how this goes in third gear. Let's do a 20 to 60 pull.
Right.
Are you ready?
20 to 60, right, I'm going to get a 20 mile an hour.
I've got the stopwatch.
3,
Ready?
2, 1.
Go.
Now!
Well, there's the claim that it's 0 to 60 in 8 seconds, and we just did a 20 to 60 in 8.86 seconds.
Mate, I could have read a book. Alright, look, we'll try and spice it up. So it's 30. Let's try and do a 20. Yeah?
That was 30.
Yeah, well, we'll do a second gear then, 20. Yeah?
Right, okay.
Second gear, 20
Alright. Second
to
gear,
60.
20 to
I might
60.
have to change it to third because I don't think it'll make it. Right, we'll get second gear. Alright, now 20 mile an hour. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, I was a bit late on that. Oh, you are going to have to change gear, or are you going to blow it?
Yep.
6.81 seconds.
Ah.
Whoa, she's quick.
Right, this will be a laugh. Look, 30 mile an hour, 6 gear. Do you reckon he'll get to 60?
No,
Do you reckon?
we'll run out of road before we do that.
Right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Right, we're on.
We're gonna run out of road.
Feel like I'm
40! 50!
That's 11 seconds now.
50! And we're gonna make 60!
Tell me when.
Now! Oh my god!
Well, you could have read 2 books.
Mate,
Made a cake.
I could open up a library.
That was 18.8 seconds.
30 to 60.
Let's just say the MX5, whilst it's a fun car, it's not a fast car.
Yeah, we're not setting that records with this, are we? We're not.
I think you'd need to do a few more things to it to be able to get it to paint lines in the road.
Yeah. Is there better ways, better things you can do with an MX5?
We got lucky with the weather because it's quite nice and warm today, and we were pretty unlucky yesterday because there was a big thunderstorm yesterday, and I think there's something got hit by lightning yesterday.
Oh, in Essex,
it was
yeah.
in the news.
It was in the news. Well, I'll tell you what. While we're out cruising, let's go and investigate that bridge. See what's going on. What happened? Now, somewhere down here, that electrical storm happened. And the bridge is down here somewhere.
Just round this next
Just
corner.
round this corner. So let's get to... Look at it, it's a great little car, isn't it? Right,
Bit of fun.
what's going on down here?
That little bit of power.
What's going on?
If
What's
only
going
we had a bit
on?
more
What power? Power, we need more power! Whoa!
What happened? We turned into an RX-5.
What the? Hang on. Steering wheel? Gears? Accelerator?
That's Mazda.
That's
That's
Mazda.
Mazda. MX-5. Mazda
That's a-
handbrake.
Different dash. Got a nice little digi dash, but... Oh, hang on. Hang on.
Oh, what's this?
We got a bit of spice.
We're in
Oh.
the turbo.
Oh, I can hear the turbo. We've gone from a standard MX5 to an RX5. Turbo!
Wow.
We know that this is delivering now about 308 horsepower, has more potential, but 280 foot-pound of torque to play with. So we'll have a little play. She pops and bangs, I think. Let's try it.
Crikey.
It's like a machine gun. Honestly,
What a laugh.
so much power. How you
So
take...
we're all Mazda. We're Mazda front end.
Yep,
We're Mazda engine.
Mazda engine,
Gearbox.
gearbox, tick, front uprights, brakes, fuel pump, steering column, electrics,
Handbrake.
handbrake, yeah. All stuff. Oh, that's just turned my stomach over. You feel like a hooligan. I love a bike engine car, but you got to say, you don't have to do much to make this go fast. You take double the horsepower and double the torque. See, 300 horsepower and 280 foot-pound of torque, which is pretty much double what he has in that MX5 Icon. And about half the weight, you turn it into a fire-breathing, popping, banging monster.
This is crazy fast. This is crazy fast.
Just cruises as well. Really nice.
If you guys want to get a ride in this car, then hit us up. I think it will certainly open your eyes to what sort of power and speed that you can get out of your Mazda MX5. It's not standard.
It's not standard.
It's been breathed on and tinkled with a little bit, but stopwatch 20 to 60.
Second or third gear?
Third gear pull.
Third gear pull. 20 mile an hour, ready?
3.
Hang on, get on a straight.
No, get on a straight bit.
3,
3,
2, 1, go. Boost comes in.
That's 3.7 seconds.
And I'll probably be quicker in second gear. We'll see what she does. 20 mile an hour. Look, here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. That was 16 seconds.
That was 2.8 seconds. That's ridiculous.
If you like what you see and you're into your kit cars, guys, then why not subscribe to our channel? Press subscribe, click on the bell icon, press all, and it'll send you notifications each week. Right, guys, we're back in the workshop now, out from our little outing with Complete Kit Car Magazine with Emma today, which was fantastic. And we're on with now #Project Joseph. So what's going on with this? We can see it's had a colour change. It's nice and orange. Side panels have gone on, nose cone's been mocked up, bonnet's been mocked up, roll cage is not buttoned up in the end, but put in, etc. It's the 50mm cage with the side impact bars. Front wishbones have gone on now with the Cortina geometry front uprights, steering racks in, and track rod ends and everything else is going in, etc. On both sides, both sides are done. And this is the RR, remember, so it's got the rose jointed front wishbones in there as well. Exhaust system, well, as you can see, this is one that the customer actually supplied from, he had a Indy before of an ST5, it's one he supplied. We've done some modifications to this to make it fit. We've still got to do some final fit and finish on the silencer section, but that's all. So we've modified this particular one for him to reuse because he came with the engine package that he got. So not instead of our standard one that we do one off the shelf, etc. So yeah, that's been on. Obviously the rear end, we said it's all been buttoned up, and we've done the centre tunnel last week and we fixed in with that. But some other bits under the bonnet, nothing major though. It's just getting all the bits in place, like the radiators, intercoolers, and start with the plumbing, etc. as well. So that's been moving along. So if it's RR and you're looking to do that, you know that it's rose jointed rather than the poly brushed on that area there. So, and then we get the billet hubs on next week as well. So, yep, and then we've been on with this particular project. As you know, what we've been doing this week on it, well, a bit of welding really, because this engine cradle wasn't particularly good. You can't tell, but we've welded in all of these areas here. In fact, when we got into them, it looks like it's been stick welded by somebody. That was why. There was a lot of slag, just slag, as we call it, in the areas. And as soon as you touched it, actually the weld's actually fouled. So that's been bottom and top joints on this has been done. We've been on with the gear linkage as well. That's been done more or less, and the bracket made for that. We've put a new bolting section instead of this. This is a threaded bolt section here in for this, so that will go forward and backwards a bit nicer. The quick steering wheel column has gone in. We've put welded on a quick release boss as well onto that, and that will go with a new steering wheel. There's a few other bits we've been going through. The sump's gone on, and other bits have gone on to this as well. And we're gradually ticking off the little bits and that, and the prop shaft has gone in, and the new mounting brackets has gone in for that as well, making it. But just another thing is these slip joints. Normally, this slip joint, it should be at the front, not at the rear when we do them. Just allows for the play, but we've put a slip joint at the back still. We mocked it up and basically tried to align it a bit better than what it was to make it so that it's not going to slip out, and which is what he'd done before. He jumped out of position. Basically, the centre mounting point was in the wrong place. So we've done that, and we've done a new prop adapter. That's all gone on as well. So a few other bits. We'll be doing all the electrics, new headlights for MOT. They're all done and wired in now as well. They're all, because they were not MOT compliant, the other ones, so we've got to put a new MOT on this. So the other ones that were on there were wrong lenses, basically. So yeah, we carry on with that. Look a bit of mess. It's starting to get tidied up now over the last week, and we start to put it all back together. Really, most of the fabrication stuff has been done, so it'd be good to see it start getting bolted back together. Right, so what we're standing over here? Well, we're standing over this particular project, which is nearly buttoned up now. A few little more testings to be done on it. We've been testing it off and on, off and on. Found a couple of things that we needed to rectify, which we're just waiting for a sensor to come in. Unfortunately, parts sometimes you get a faulty sensor, and that's what's caused a delay on this. So this will be buttoned up in the next week as well. But it's got the booster engine, same as this. So we've got another bike arrived as well. So we've had 3 come in. This is the 4th one that we've purchased. A whole bike again, and we'll be using that as the donor engine for same as this, the Gen 2 booster. But it's always nice to see it running, riding, riven it. Works perfectly fine, does what you said on the tin. So that bad boy is a 2010 model. So we'll get rid of the other bits. We'll sell all the other bits on, or do something with the other bits so it's on it as well. But at least we know we get a good engine, strong engine, pulls well, everything works. We get all the bits off of it, and it goes straight into the car. So we turn one of them into one of them. How interesting is that? It's amazing. That's what it is. Amazing, because it's really fast. Really fast. That's fast, but this is just more fun. Right, striker time. We're back on with this. Well, we have been today. We've had the magical Gary in with us as well, working with some stuff. And what we've been doing is mocking up the booster engine. We've got a Gen 2 booster engine here. Been mocking this up and looking at making all the cradle, etc. for this into the striker. Using, well, we've got the exhaust system all mocked up here as well. Dry sump tank where that's going to fit, as you know, etc, etc. So most of this is all mock-up stage, what we're doing with all of this, so that we then produce the jigs afterwards to make this. We've got a few laser cut plates that we now need to make it simpler to install, which is down on the engine mount section at the back. That's why it's only got one mount here, and we're doing a special laser cut plate that's going to hold on the quick shifter things and that, if you want to go down that route. So it's in development stage, because I've never had a jig for the booster. It was always you give them the engine and you just then make it and bolt it in and do it there and then one off in the factory. Well, we're going to do it so the chassis will be modular enough that when you buy a chassis, you can either put a car engine in it or a bike engine. You can do either, and the cradle will be bolt in. Simple as that. Nice and simple. You don't have to modify anything. That's how it's going to work, and that's how it should work. So this is the same principle, and yeah, it's getting in there. We've got all the geos that we wanted right. We've got the heights right, for which most people will be running a dry sump system. I would have thought, if they're looking at serious track time. So it works for the heights, etc. for that, for clearance under the bonnet and the nose cone and everything else. So yeah, that's on with, which we're super happy with. Darry's doing a sterling job as always. But yeah, mock-up stage at the moment, and then we'll start to look at finishing off this and jigs as well. So probably it's a little bit slower, but the next job is reverse motor. So this, obviously, for IVA times, we're going to mount the electric reverse motor in here. So this is going to sit, this particular motor here, big wrench. What's that for? Killing someone? This will sit under here, like so, and we'll make some brackets for that, and that'll be tied in, as I say, as standard fitment as well. So you'll have the reverse motor, which you need obviously for IVA, and some race series as well require you to have reverse on the vehicles as well. So mock-up stages, brilliant, super happy with it, cracking on, exhaust all lined up, prop shaft all lined up for what we need and where it's going to go. So yeah, it's rolling on, it's rolling on. It's getting closer, the striker, it's getting closer, but we're doing it right, and we're going to do it once and make sure it's right, so when it rolls out for the ready for production, you'll be able to pick one up and it should fit. Right, so what a week and what a day really, but don't forget to subscribe to these guys, Complete Kit Car Magazine, they're in today. You'll see that article on the RX-5 Turbo, the new one, the new version that we've done. You'll see the article roll out in the next couple of months. If you're subscribed, it will drop through your doorstep. If you haven't already, it's a good read anyway, and it keeps you up to date on the industry news, events, track days and stuff like that that's coming on. So Adam and his team do a fantastic job there. But yeah, look out for the RX-5 Turbo article coming out soon. and Emma's done a sterling job. Yeah, Striker, cracking on, super happy with that. These two projects cracking on. If you want to know more about the RX5 Turbo or any of the Booster or Indy R, etc., chassis and what we do and prices and structures, then obviously give us a call or an email. We hook you up as best we can. So that's it for this week, guys. Like, share, catch you next week.